Have you ever wondered what 6K resolution could do for your work? Well, LG's latest UltraFine display might just change the game. Today's video is brought to you by Brain.fm, science-backed focus music that sounds great, by the way. You can check it out, linked up down below. LG's UltraFine 6K is a 32-inch monitor with a resolution that provides incredibly detailed visuals, ideal for professional use. High-resolution displays like this are critical not just for a super amazing looking desk setup, but for tasks that require high-end details like video editing, graphic design, 3D modeling, just to name a few. And as you're looking at this thing right now, you can see why it's getting so much attention online. Just debuted at CES. I mean, obviously it's taking some design cues from Apple itself, but you can see the bezel on this thing is so small. A lot of the Apple displays have pretty chunky bezels actually when you think about it. I know a lot of people are just excited for the 120 hertz refresh rate here, and they're hoping that this will push Apple in the direction of getting some of their stuff up to snuff in terms of the refresh rate. And literally I have seen people questioning whether or not those bezels are too good to be true. Like, is this just a concept that's getting shown off? Could they seriously be that good? So Apple, of course, already has the Pro Display XDR. We've talked about recently how there is probably a new update for this coming pretty soon down the pipeline. A lot of people love this. A lot of people are like, hey, it's missing several critical features. One thing that LG or any other third-party developer of monitors, displays, is not gonna be able to match is just integration into the Apple ecosystem. So if you're just looking for a smooth user experience, you can't out Apple at Apple's own game, right? But what you can do is make it so that people are okay with some of the trade-offs just if you just give them the things that they're really after. In this case, that 6K, that 120 hertz, the bezel-free design. Now the current Pro Display XDR, which wow, these things are so similar. I mean, this is almost as bad as Dell with their new laptop naming scheme, the ripoff here. But people have wanted a camera to be built in, speakers to be built in, and it's not at all clear that LG is going to bring those details that people really want and expect to this monitor. If you do anything where color accuracy matters, the obvious thing would be design, but there's several applications actually. You'll be pleased to know that according to Cult of Mac, this thing is gonna cover 99.5% of Adobe's RGB color space. So that's gonna be, like I said, critical for certain jobs and workflows. And then there's the Thunderbolt angle. Thunderbolt 5 supports 80 gigabits per second bidirectional bandwidth. So as MacRumors points out here, 6K panel running at 120 hertz should be feasible with Thunderbolt 5, although it's not 100% confirmed yet. I know I'm excited about this just because any other option besides what Apple is just putting out there makes things more interesting. And it could be that this is exciting for just a little bit and then the new Pro Display XDR comes out and then everyone forgets about this. That's possible. I think Apple's probably taking in all of the feedback, but I think this competition does drive the market forward. I'm excited to see it, even though it shares a lot of resemblances with the Apple design, which honestly isn't bad, but let's see where this goes. Is this something you're interested in? If so, why? If not, also why? I just want to take a brief second and let you know about our sponsor today, Brain.fm. I love Brain.fm. I'm literally never without this app on my Mac, on my iPhone, wherever I go, because it just sounds so good. But it's not just about the sound. Brain.fm is science-based, science-backed, and it will help you actually concentrate better. So it actually works as fast as just 5 minutes, and I love the interface. And it just really has quite an effect. Check it out. As you can see, people really love it. And if you check the link down in the description, you get 30 days free.